Hey there, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. Today I'm doing another patron shout out request for Polska Bob. Bob is such an amazing supporter of mine. I can't thank him enough for everything he's done for me. He's always bringing me amazing music, so I'm excited for his picks this month. This time I'm going to be doing his request of the group 2CELLOS with their cover of Iron Maiden's The Trooper, and the actual video is called The Trooper Overture. So I'm interested in where this is going to go. I have heard of and heard a little bit of 2CELLOS, but not too incredibly much. I believe they did like Thunderstruck. They do a lot of rock and metal covers, which is really interesting. But I'm really interested in seeing what they do with this. Last month I did The Who doing a cover of The Trooper, and that was great. So I'm doing covers of The Trooper twice in a row, which I love because it's an amazing song. You know, Iron Maiden is one of my top favorite bands of all time. I've loved them for forever. So I'm really excited for this. So Uwe, or not Uwe, you're not Uwe. Sorry, I just recorded Uwe's one just a few minutes ago. Bob, you are a badass. You are a rock star. Thank you so much for all your support. I can't tell you how much it means to me, so thank you. But anyways, I'm going to switch on over. And here we go with patron shout out request for Polska Bob of 2CELLOS doing the Trooper Overture. Just two guys with cellos. That's all it is. Not to be a rock star. Of course we want to be a rock star. Nobody wants to see cellos at a rock show. Or do we? The William Tell Overture. That's what's more rock and roll than that. God, these guys are good. Okay, let's stop this for a second. Is this the Trooper or is this the William Tell Overture? Time will tell. They're good. They're really good. Like I said, I've heard a couple things from them, and I knew they were going to be good. I don't know which is which. It is Luca, and I'm going to destroy this name. Stejapan, Stjepan. I don't know how to pronounce the STJ. It doesn't work in my brain. Those are these guys. They're really talented. I'm really impressed with them. I'm wondering where this is going to go. I do have a question. Okay, so I grew up all through school and stuff. I was in orchestra, bands and orchestra. We didn't have strings. It was all woodwind and brass and percussion. We didn't have like violins and cellos and stuff. I've always been curious about the bows. This is always, I believe it's horsehair. I believe they use horsehair for the old school. They may be synthetic now, but it used to always be horsehair. And it breaks as they're playing. As you see him, his bow has tons of extra strings. When do you start worrying that, my bow is getting a little too thin? Because I've always been curious, because I've seen people play with, it looks like they've got a pom-pom on either end of their bow, but they're still playing like they're not worried. When do you start worrying that, it's getting a little close? And how much is okay before you start to know if you're going to get through the performance? This is fun so far. I love their interactions with each other are funny. The crowd at the beginning booing them and throwing cups at them, that was funny. They seem like they're really cool guys. So I'm interested in seeing where this goes. Some people are enjoying it. There it is. Good transition. Perfect transition. Okay, I love that they're using their feet for percussion too. They're stomping, helping with the percussion part of the song. This is a good version. That transition from William Tell to the Trooper was very well done. It was smooth. It was really cool. I love. They're just good. It's really good. It's an amazing song, of course, but just the way they're handling the two. They're doing 5 people's worth or currently for the last 20 years 6 people's worth of work with 2 cellos, which is really impressive. Very cool. I know sometimes they perform with a drummer as well. Obviously not in this one, but I've seen clips from their concerts where they have a drummer as well. But these guys are good. Oh, good transition to the electric cellos. Speaking of electric cello, are those actually electric? How do they work? I don't see pickups, like traditional guitar pickups between the frets and the bridge. There'd be pickups here to hear the sound, but I don't see any pickups on this. But it can't be. They can't still be acoustic because they have no body to resonate the sound, so they have to be electric. I'm just very curious on how these cellos work. Technically, how does it hear the sound to, put out to the amp? If they are, maybe they are acoustic, and I just don't understand I thought the whole point of the cello and any stringed instrument is the body is required to resonate the sound. But it's very cool. That transition to these cellos was really well done. Another great transition. crowd surfing with a cello. Very cool. There's the drummer. That was a fun video. That was really, really good. That was really, really good. Okay, that was a patron shout out request for Polska Bob of 2CELLOS doing the Trooper Overture. Killer version. I love the fact that they started with a classical piece, you know, the William Taylor Overture, and then the transition into the Iron Maiden song, you know, the Trooper, was perfect. It was very well done. Everything about that was really good. Oh, I just hit the mic. I hope it didn't pop. That was fun. And they had fun. You can tell they have fun. The crowd was cool. Obviously, they were in on it. It wasn't like a true just random, you know, concert. It was. They brought people in to do this so that they would boo them at the beginning and everything. But they had fun. The crowd was great. These two guys were killer. They're really good. I have another technical question about cellos. I don't know much about them. You know, cellos and violins and violas and like that, they don't have, I mentioned the fretboard. They don't have frets like a guitar does. How can you be so exact on the fretboard when there's no actual frets? Like on a guitar, you know, it's got the frets. I've got my son's bass right here. You know, it's got, you know, each of the frets you as long as you're in between the two frets, the note's going to be perfect, unless you bend it and stuff like that. But with a fretless board, and I know they make fretless guitars and fretless basses and stuff. How can you be so exact, whereas to still be in tune with another cello? I mean, they were playing in sync for a few times, and their pitches and tones were perfect. It's really impressive to me because in my mind I don't understand. It's kind of the same as in brass, which I know more about brass instruments. You know, my French horn has keys. You press the keys, and that's the note. You know, combined with your embouchure and your mouth position. But a trombone doesn't have definitive keys. It's a slide. So it's kind of that same premise of how do you, I mean, it takes tons of practice to get to where you know exactly what position to have your fingers on a fretless board. So that just fascinates me so much. I love music. I'm a musician at heart, even though I'm not a practicing musician. I have the heart of a musician. I love music, and I love technical stuff like that. So I'm just very curious about how you learn to do that and how long it takes you to become that proficient where you don't need frets. You just know where your hand needs to be for what note. But anyways, sorry, I got on a tangent there. That was really fun. Really enjoyed that, Bob. You are a rock star. You are such a great supporter of mine. I can't thank you enough. So that was killer. If you guys like this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.